Hi Librans, this is your forecast for September 2023. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I will rely on tarot for your overall prediction, and I'm also using some oracle cards. These are decks that I have created, so in case you want to make a purchase, the link is given in the description box. Librans, also keep in mind that these are all random messages. Let's just dive into your reading. The energy that you are carrying in from August into September 2023 is the King of Wands. This is the Wands energy, so you were very fiery, you were determined, very creative. Also, your leadership skills were being recognized. Maybe appreciation was also there for your creativity. I think this was a time to network. Maybe your family was also doing the same for you. Maybe your boss or your superior was undermining your position or underestimating your talents, but then you were someone who was going to prove a point or two. In personal relationships also, I think this was the time to resolve issues, to bury the hatchet and move on, rather than have disagreements with your friends or even with your mother. Interestingly, Librans, I'm also picking up that maybe you were concerned about the health of a loved one at this time. Obstacles to overcome or the challenges that the month is going to pose for you is the Moon card. There is going to be some confusion this month. Maybe there are choices ahead of you and you're undecided about your course of action. Perhaps you should follow your own intuition, you should listen to your inner voice. Maybe the universe is also sending you information in the form of vivid dreams, so pay attention to them as well. I also feel that despite it all, you're going to be very creative. Maybe I could also add here that you are going to be a bit moody or temperamental, so Librans, watch out for that. Maybe you also need to improve on the work that you're doing or the tasks that you're attending to. There are going to be mistakes, so it is better to be safe than sorry. It's better to look into it, review the task rather than others point fingers at you. Influences for this month, I have the Six of Pentacles. This is talking about financial issues. Maybe money is flowing out, or maybe you're being generous towards someone, or fines have to be coughed up. Even on the work front, like I said, you need to pull up your socks. Maybe there's room for improvement. This is very essential. You don't want your boss to point fingers at you. Maybe technical issues are also going to crop up this month, and this is also going to affect you mentally. There are also limitations which your family is going to impose on you, so that is why you do want to leave the roost. Maybe you want to travel, but you should understand that you should make decisions taking everything into account. Some Librans, you could be a bit crestfallen, Maybe there are work opportunities, but they are not amounting to anything, or maybe your ideas are also not finding any takers. Maybe the administrator at the workplace is also using you to get inside information because you're regarded as someone who is trustworthy or who is going to be a loyalist. The first 10 days of September is the Three of Swords. This is talking about the need for you to be prepared because, again, your emotions could be suspect. Maybe you're also going to use words which are going to cut like a knife. This could affect your relationship, and in turn, it could create a rift or permanent damage. It's also going to be very hectic for you. Maybe you find the work environment oppressive. This lady, she seems to be very guarded. She's not going to show her face to the world. That's why I think you're going to be a bit distressed, even distraught. These are going to be challenging times. Sometimes we are very dejected because the universe does not give us what we want, whether personally or professionally, but then we should accept it. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Despite it all, some opportunities will arise to make gains, maybe minor gains. I think you're also going to help others with your presence of mind. Perhaps an acquaintance is going to tap you for your intelligence. Primarily in these 10 days, Librans, you should weigh your words carefully. Maybe you should also keep things to yourself, whatever has been told to you, in strict confidence. Again, physically or mentally, also your health could be affected on account of a situation that you find yourself in. Maybe money is being spent on account of the same. Interestingly, I also have this card from the Divine Messages Oracle, which talks about some doors are best left closed. You should understand that even if opportunities are not to your liking, or if you're not getting what you want, it is better to shut the door on that. It's better to walk away from that. Maybe there are skeletons in the closet. So it is better not to reveal your cards. It's better to understand that it has been for your highest good. The next 10 days, that is 11 to 20th September, I have the Seven of Swords. This is a reading which seems to be dominated by swords, so maybe you're also dealing with all the air signs. Besides, Librans, you're also an air sign. There could be Aquarians or Geminis as well. Other than that, I feel that in these 10 days, you need to be very careful. Maybe it would be prudent again to take a step back, to retreat from certain situations. Maybe you feel that someone is acting behind your back or is trying to give you a bad name. Rather than say something harsh, you should also be tactful and polite for harmony in your relationships. Sometimes, we feel that despite doing our best or despite giving our 100% towards our family or our loved ones, they question our principles, or they think that we don't contribute enough, or your good intentions are not acknowledged. So these are issues that you need to counter. It is imperative for you to use your intelligence to tackle the problems that are there. Maybe you will also make your way for job interviews, but then you should confirm the appointment before doing the same. There could be delays also. Like I said, you could be technically challenged, so maybe malfunctioning gadgets are also going to be a roadblock that you need to maneuver. Some of you can also expect scrutiny by the employer. Maybe there are going to be surprise visits. I think financial issues could also be on your mind. Maybe you're also investing in gadgets because you need to replace a malfunctioning gadget. In essence, I think in these days you should nip issues in the bud. The final days of the month, we have the Five of Swords. Like I said, this reading is dominated by the suit of swords. So this swords is also talking about miscommunication or misunderstanding. You have to be careful. Hold your tongue to avoid misunderstandings. Interestingly, you will also get the chance to remedy the wrong. Surprise is also in store for you. You have to be very flexible. With that Five of Swords, the five always talks about the need to adjust. I think you should also use your glib talk. You should negotiate and make gains. Even if there are money problems, you have to overcome them as well. Some of you could be thinking about a venture or an idea, but then there are going to be delays in the path. Maybe all this is also making you very nostalgic. With that Moon card, you could also be thinking about the past. With respect to your love life, I have this card Complicated from the Love Oracle deck. Your relationship could leave you in knots. It could also mean that you are stressed out on account of your romantic connection. Maybe you want this person to be more explicit. Maybe this person is going to spurn your advances with that Three of Swords. Maybe that is why you're going to be a bit nostalgic. I think this person could also be very sneaky. This person is not going to verbalize his feelings, so deep down he does have a corner for you. Some of you could also be dealing with a third party situation. Maybe it is a complicated affair for you. You don't want relationships to be such. You want romance and harmony in any connection. Maybe the universe is also telling you to retreat, to give thought to such a connection. I think this Three of Swords is making you recoil. It's also telling you to face this. Maybe time apart is also going to help your relationship. Maybe this person is going to understand your value. Do realize that you also have this card, some doors are best left closed, from the Divine Messages Oracle. Interestingly, I also feel that some of you could be reconnecting with someone who's an on again, off again lover. Maybe you're also going to discuss the health of a loved one here. Other than that, I also feel that in case you're romantic, maybe you should go on a vacation or a romantic getaway, because I also have this card. You are all I've ever wanted. This person does desire you completely, wholeheartedly. In case you're already married or in an unhealthy relationship, I think you should be careful of your words. Maybe there could be a heated exchange with your partner. Maybe it could also be that you could be discussing financial affairs with your person. From Lenormand, I have this card Stars, which talks about looking at the night sky. Maybe you think there's a past life connection with someone, or perhaps you know you're going to be guided by the heavens above. The sailor is looking at the stars for guidance when he steers his ship. Likewise, I think there could be a sense of hope. Maybe you're also going to get clarity about what you should do in life. I think you could also be interested in the occult sciences, astrology, or spirituality as well. You are being divinely guided. I think you should see beyond the mundane. You should see beyond everything rather than be blinded, or rather than walk with blinders on. The last card in this reading is workshop and seminars, which is talking about the need for you to express yourself. Maybe you're also going to attend workshops. It is going to help you enhance your skills, or you also need to impart your knowledge to others. So attend or organize workshops and seminars this month. I hope Librans you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.